Hi everybody, this is Daredevil Cruz. I'm doing a very late night Sunday night video. This is the only time I can actually do a video throughout the day. I'm pretty much busy. I picked up so much stuff during the past months, and first off, I want to show you what I have right here. It's the GX Samsung Gamer TV that was released, I believe, back in 2001. Um, I, I usually go to this flea market near my home, and there's a guy that sells TVs, and never really thought anything of it until one day I saw that this TV was actually being used as a demo for I believe it was just a VHS video he was using. The reason that I remember about this TV is the fact that you can actually pull it out and it will actually reveal the surround sound speakers. Unfortunately, when I did buy this TV, the left speaker wasn't working properly, and it's still not working properly. But the right speaker actually offsets the sound pretty good, that you can't really notice that much. But this is one of the rare finds as far as in the wild, basically, and I got this for $25. Um, he somewhat knew what it was, but he had so many TVs that I just threw him an offer out there, and he took it. And I'm very fortunate to have this TV. This is my TV that I will use to test my games and just to do any other type of gaming, maybe to capture footage eventually in the coming months, hopefully. Um, but again, this is the GX TV Samsung, meant for video games back in the day, that actually has a pretty badass sound. Um, I had another tester TV, but this one had to replace that, and I'm very happy I got it. It's one of those things that once you see it, you have to pick it up, and I was lucky to do so, and I'm pretty happy to have it now. I don't have anything connected to TV right as of now. I should have before I made the video, but maybe for the next pickups video. I will like to begin with the things that I got in my recent trip to San Antonio. I'm gonna be all over the place. For the most part, most of these games were acquired from D-Pad in New Braunfels. It's a retro game store that you can actually play games for an hour or 2 hours. It's like a rental per play type of place, but they also do vintage games. I actually heard from this particular store through the Game Chasers, and I gotta give those guys some props, man, because they actually showed me a bunch of places that I actually traveled to on my vacation last year. One of them was the Video Game Trading Post, which was another awesome find, that I got most of those Super Nintendo games and some Genesis games that are on the far right. Um, as y'all can see, I managed to move all my shelves from the right side of my garage to the front side of my garage. Actually, the back side. And I'm actually in need of two additional bookshelves. Um, it, as you can see, the Sega collection does require a large amount of space, and um, it's something that I am so passionate about completing, that I want to be one of those people in the U.S. that can actually say, "Hey, I own a complete Sega Genesis collection box," and it's not so much to show off. It's something that began a couple years ago, and it developed into somewhat of a passion. And every now and then, we'll find something boxed that I never even heard about, and I had to snag it. And since that was my original console when I was a small child, I had the choice to pick a Sega system or a Super Nintendo system, and I chose a Sega. Maybe in retrospect, that was probably a bad idea, but I also grew up with friends that had the Super Nintendo, and I knew what it was, and I can appreciate both systems, and I can appreciate Nintendo for what they did, and Sega for what they did. Um, that is one of my reasons that Sega is a great part of my life as of now, and trying to complete every single game released for the system is going to be a huge undertaking, but maybe with the help of fellow YouTubers and other guys, and I guess my usual routes and pickups, and sometimes eBay, I can actually accomplish that um, goal maybe by this year, and um, maybe focus on the Super Nintendo next, and then PS1, and so on and so on. Anyway, too much rambling, but let's get to what I picked up. First off, I picked up 4 games, 1 Wii game and 2 PS2 games for $10 at a Cash America pawn. It looks like they're trying to get rid of PS2, Wii, and Xbox games, and they're pretty much pricing them for $1, if not 2. This is the perfect time to get those games that you played not so long ago, and if you want to start making a PS2 collection like I did, it's pretty much reasonable right now, and the prices are excellent. So let's begin. I'll try to hurry as much as I can. First game was Samurai Legion Musashi, whatever it is. As you can see, it was $3, but I actually got all these 4 games, and I threw them an offer of $10 with tax, and they took it. So I got this game complete. I also got Kingdom Hearts, Onimusha 3, and Mad World for the Wii. I don't own a Wii. This could be potentially trade bait if anybody's interested. Like I said, I'm just collecting right now for the Sega Genesis. And if you have anything, let me know. It could be a crummy sports title. And I'm, willing to do that as far as collecting for the Sega. So again, I got these 4 games for $4. They were originally 3 apiece, but I came to the counter and I let them know what you do 10 evenly with tax, and they agreed. So again, check out your local pawn shops or thrift stores. Most of them are trying to get rid of the last generation of games, so this is a perfect time to snag whatever you can. Okay, I will begin with the Sega Genesis games that I got from D-Pad. Those guys are awesome, man. I actually sent them a personal message through Facebook, and I told them that if they had any boxes that they didn't want, or just basically extra storage for the Sega, because I know that Sega is not sought after by pretty much most of the gaming community, and it's unfortunate, but there's some awesome games for Sega Genesis, which are the ones that I'm still trying to get. So they had a couple boxes for me. As soon as I came in, the guy brought them out, and I started digging through them, and lo and behold, this was one of them. It's the box with the manual. It's for Phantasy Star 4, which I don't have. That's one of the games that I do require, and I know it's one of the more expensive games. But I managed to get this, and he sold it to me for $4. I think in total I bought $115 worth of games, but it was about 20 games, and some of them are expensive. And I also managed to find some rare manuals like the Crusader Senti, which I actually found the game a month ago at a thrift store. And for some damn reason, I lost the damn game, and it was in mint condition. I got it for $2, and I'm still hating myself every day for losing that game. And right now, that game is going for $80 online, and it's a shame that I managed to get that game for $2, and I lost it. But anyway, the first game that I got was as part of the set of $115. Was James Bond 2. I was missing that game. I managed to get it. I got Virtua Fighter 2 complete with the stupid cardboard box, which I hate. I also got Shadow Blasters complete. Bob with the manual complete. And these are games that I didn't have. Fantastic Dizzy, it's missing the manual, but I'm happy to get it. As long as I get the box, that's all I care about as of now. Super Monaco, it is complete in mint condition too. Next is sorry for the glare. George Foreman's KO Boxing. I'm also a fan of boxing events, so I wouldn't mind trying this one eventually. And I'm also a baseball fan. RBI Baseball 94, which is weird because I have two different variants made from Tengen, but apparently they decided to um, take out a different cover for each game for some reason. Same year. Shining Force, this one is missing the manual. This is the only game that I actually paid $25 for, and all these right here came out to be $4 a piece. So overall, it was a pretty awesome deal. Like I said, I'm also collecting sports games and pretty much everything that came out for the Sega. And unfortunately, Sega had a lot of sports games, and this was one of them. And it's Joe Montana Sports Talks Football 2, Pele 1. I know there's a Pele 2, which I'm missing. Fatal Fury, it is complete. FIFA Soccer, man, it's pretty much loaded too. It has a poster, manual, and a little pin that they give out with the game. I don't know why I got this box. It's just an empty box, but I guess I needed it for some reason. Next off is an empty box of the Flintstones. I didn't even realize there was a Flintstones game for the Sega Genesis. It is somewhat faded, but this Flintstones game is one of those sought after games. Again, if anybody has it, hit me up and I'll see what I can do as far as the trade. I got a lot of stuff to trade. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, these are pretty much my Sega Genesis pickups, which I am not trading at the moment, but I got other things that, if you are in need of it, you can hit me up and I can let you know if I have it or not. Next stop is FIFA 97 complete. TNN Bass Tournament Champions. I'm missing the 96 version. NBA Action 94. I thought I had this Dracula game, but I didn't. And like I said, some of these games, I didn't even know that they came out for the Sega, so I can't really explain much of as far as the gameplay, which I plan to eventually, and hopefully with better software I can do some capture screens and show gameplay as I go along. Try and discover it with, I guess, for more information purposes. Next off is FIFA Soccer 96. MiG-29 Fighter Pilot. EA Sports MLB PA Baseball. Road Rash. I'm actually missing Road Rash 3, and that'll be pretty much it for the Road Rash trilogy. As soon as I saw this game, I knew I didn't have it because it's so unique, and it's one of the best cover art for the Sega Genesis. I mean, that alone, the game could suck, but I'll be happy just to own it because of the way it looks. And I was happy to get this for, like I said, $4. There was only 2 games that I actually overpaid. Oh yeah, and I also found this cool Mega Man. I'm not sure from what. It could be from the Mega Man Network games. I'm not quite sure, but for 50 cents, I'm not gonna pass up on a video game toy. This is the other game that I had to pay $25, and it is Truxton. I do have the case and box and manual in mid condition. Now I have the game, and I'm so happy to get this because this game is, for some reason, it's one of the only Sega games that is actually going up in price, and I'm very fortunate to finally complete it. And that one is loose, but have the box. Next is Dick Tracy, complete. BR Troopers, complete. Garfield Caught in the Act. I think it's missing the manual. Bubba and Sticks. Another rare Sega game is Outrun. Missing the manual for that one. Pro Move Soccer. Winter Olympic Games, 94. Pebble Beach Golf Links. And this is a double. I don't know why I bought it. But I guess I can use it for either trade or just another box in case one of my boxes gets broken. And some other loose cards that I didn't have is Sylvester and Tweety, James Bond 007, The Duel. And this one is for trade. I don't need it. I already have it. But since it's kind of hard to come by, I have to pick it up. Light Crusader, I already have the box and manual, so now it is complete. Sega Sports NBA Action 95. An empty box that I didn't have, but it's kind of hard to find since it's cardboard, and it is John Madden Football. I believe this is the first one. I don't have it. If anybody has it loose, let me know, and I'll pretty much buy it from you or trade. Barkley Shut Up and Jam 2. And an empty box of Rolling Thunder 3. I am missing the game, so if you have it again, let me know, and we can probably come to an arrangement. Now, I was at the San Antonio flea market, and I managed to get Star Wars Republic Commando for $4. It is complete. I know this is one of the games that a fellow YouTuber, I forgot his name, he showcased it as the Xbox Gems or Hidden Gems. And yeah, I remember playing this game. It was pretty fun. It's just one of those things about the Xbox that when it came out, everybody got it, but then they started selling their games, and this was one of them that I sold, so I am keeping this one. This is a game for trade or sell or whatever. It is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's pretty much mint condition. The guy who sold me this one had this one tucked away somewhere for some reason, and I also bought it for $4, and I know it's kind of hard to find. If you don't need it, if you do need it, I'm willing to trade this for pretty much some Sega box games. And this one, I was very happy to see. It has a little bit of water damage for some reason. The game is somewhat scratched, but at $2, I'm not gonna pass on a Mario Party game, even though I don't play the GameCube at all. And next off, let me see. And almost in conclusion, I also found A Boy and His Blob. It's an NES card. It has some damage at the bottom. It's unfortunate, but the game works. And I got this for $3. And I thought I had Kung Fu, but I double checked my inventory, and even though I thought I knew I had it at $1, I couldn't pass it up. And the other two games are games that a friend of mine wanted, so it was NBA Jam. I got it for $4, and Clay Fighters 2 Judgment Clay. I have the box right over there with the manual, so I'm not sure how good this game is, but I'm just happy to complete a Super Nintendo box game. And that's going to be my next goal, to get the best games from the Super Nintendo, including Earthbound, even though I never played it. And I also managed to get a couple of little gamer toys. This was a Burger King toy back in, let me see, 2002. And the lady wanted $0.25 for it. And as game guys, when you see a gamer toy or Happy Meal toy that is based on Nintendo or Sega, it's a pickup, pretty much a must. So that's basically it, what I have and what I picked up. As you can see, I picked up a whole bunch of games when I went last week to New Braunfels. Check those guys out. They're pretty cool. They'll work with you. If you have a game that you're looking for, they can pretty much find it. Other than that, I appreciate you guys looking at my video. Sorry if it's blurry. Let me see. That is actually a Sega Genesis sign that I actually managed to get at a flea market. I don't know why I didn't make up a video of that, but it's actually just the red square, and I actually had bought that other sign for future, I guess for a future game sign that I was gonna custom make and with my beadwork, but I haven't done any of that lately since I'm trying to still organize my garage and my gaming stuff. Um, when I have time, I'll I'll try to show you my complete or whatever I have of Super Nintendo games. My PlayStation 1, my Xbox, PlayStation 2, and my Sega Genesis accessories and boxes. I got a lot more stuff tucked in there, and a lot of things I don't want. Again, if people have anything they want to trade with me as far as the Sega game, I have a list ready to go. If you have something, let me know, and we'll go from there. Again, I want to thank you guys for looking at my video, and hopefully you can see what I'm trying to accomplish as far as the Sega Genesis collection. As of now, I have about 500 box games, and I'm 150 away from actually completing the whole set. So I hope I can do that this year, so I can focus on other things and maybe help pretty much any other gamer out there that might need some games that I can actually find here in my part of town. Again, this is Daredevil Cruz, and thanks for watching.